Hello, welcome. This is Oli from Clockwork Time. You can find us in clockworktime.eu or on the Instagram, or you can send us a mail. Today we are going to do a review. This is the first review actually in the year 2020. So let me wish you Happy New Year, and we are going to do a review of this beautiful Citizen. The model number is NH8383-17E, and the caliber is the in-house movement 8200. So the watch itself, as you can see, it's an automatic watch. The size is pretty decent. This is not a diver's watch actually, because it does only have the 100 meters water resistance. But let me get first to some specifications. The lug width in this case is 24 millimeters. The lug to lug distance is 48 millimeters. The thickness of the watch is 13 millimeter here in this part, and the legs will add a little bit extra. The diameter without the crown is this is a big watch, so this is 46 millimeters actually, so this is a bigger automatic watch, and including the crown is 50 millimeters. You might ask how come it's so big, because the diameter including the crown is actually bigger than the lug to lug distance. Yeah, the watch is pretty big. It's not so heavy. The watch head itself is not that heavy, and of course the plastic strap takes off some weight. So the glass is actually not a sapphire, but it's a mineral kind of a glass, and I don't think there's any like AR coating. It's nice and easily readable in every condition, but it's not the high-end mark of the other ones where you have a sapphire with AR coating. As I mentioned, this is not a diver's watch, so the crown is actually not a screw-down crown. You can actually wind the watch directly using this crown. And as this is a date, so you can see the day and date. It's bidirectional date setting, so in one direction you set the date, and the other direction you set the actual day. The huge orange minute hand, and with the orange tip of the second hand you can easily read anytime the time from this beautiful piece. The Loom, you might see, yeah, the Loom is kind of a Seiko type. It's not an all-night bright Loom, but it does have like a good Loom effect, and it's pretty strong. The bezel is 120 clicks unidirectional bezel. The clicks are nice and precise, and the sound of it is actually nice also. The case is brushed. It's not highly polished. You have one part, the crown head is actually polished, you can see, but the other parts are like brushed, and it's in a goldish tone. It's not a bronze. It's I would say it's an imitation of a bronze, or like more of they try to imitate the brass or the bronze tone. Also the clasp is in the same color actually. It's pretty nice, and I think it's just the plating, a gold plating, because you can see this is the steel case back, and the rest is gold plated. Sorry, like goldish plated. So this is not a real gold plating, it's just the color. As you can see in the case back, the case is actually big, because the case back, the movement in-house, the in-house movement case back is small, and you have extra space. On the hand, it sits pretty nice. I have a 17.5 centimeter wrist, and the watch sits like easily and nicely. I would say the average price for this, I have seen this model all around the place, starting from, if you are lucky, you can have it for like 150 euros up till 200 euros. I would say if you can buy something like this from second hand, you could even buy it for cheaper, like for 100 euros or maybe a little bit more. But this is definitely a watch I would recommend to everybody if you're looking for a kind of a little bit of a bigger watch in goldish tone to try out. It's really inexpensive, it's well made, it's heavy, it does have an in-house movement, as I have already mentioned. The in-house movement is like, it's really precise. I have this watch for like a few weeks now, and I can say it's plus 3 seconds for the last month. Maybe I have a little bit over a month, and it does like 3 seconds to the plus, so I'm pretty happy. And of course you don't have to like wind it. The automatic movement does the job for you. So you can maybe we can hear how it's, if you wind the watch, you can hear that it's winded nicely. So yeah, this was the Citizen NH8383-17E with the caliber in-house movement 8200, and it's a nice watch. I can recommend it to anybody. So this was the year's first review. This was me, Zoli, from Clockwork Time. You can find the website, the Instagram, and you can send us a mail. And I wish you again a prosperous new year, and with lots of watches, of course. Cheers!